Welcome to the 15th episode of NPSee, the series that aims to bring the unimportant NPCs from games to light. Let us dive right into the vast province of Cyrodiil in the Elder Scrolls IV: Oblivion. In this episode, we travel back down to Leyawiin in the far south-southeast. Here, in the center of town, is the Three Sisters Inn, the upper-class resting stop run by, appropriately, three sisters. Shuravi is the eldest and handles most of the business. Shamada is the middle child, a sweet and pretty hostess, and Shomara is the youngest and the cook. Let us begin our NPCing by approaching the oldest of the sisters, Shuravi.
Well, you've found the three sisters. Beds and food. Not cheap, but you get what you pay for.
I'm Shuravi, the sister that works and worries. Shamada is sweet and decorative. Shomara is dumb as a post, but she can cook, at least. Blackwood Company is putting the Fighters Guild to shame. They're a new mercenary company competing with the guild. Beast people and other savages. Work cheap and fast. No job too tough. Not fussy either. Fighters Guild better watch out.
Her comments about the Blackwood Company and the Fighters Guild competing evolve with the Fighters Guild questline, only changing quite far along it. For me to show these would be spoilers for the questline, however. Her comments on her sisters, on the other hand, are consistent, and consistently mean at that. Asking after the inn room,
I have just the thing for you. A lovely suite on the second floor for only 40 gold a night. Quite a steal. Interested? Of course you will. You'd be silly not to. It's just up the stairs there. Second floor, the east wing. All the comforts of home.
That seems to have made her happy.
I hope you enjoy your stay.
And 40 gold for an inn room. What a steal. She's also a shopkeeper, selling various foods, including sweet rolls. Gotta support Selmo. Let us check on the second sister, Shamada, whom Shuravi says is sweet and decorative.
I'm Shamada, hostess of the Three Sister Inn. Speak to Shuravi if you need beds or meals. It's a pretty town, and everyone is really friendly, except maybe some Khajiit and Argonians who are upset about the Trans-Nibbin. I think it's a shame how they took that land from elsewhere, and Argonians are afraid it could happen to them too.
Well, she is nice and invested in the town politics. Unfortunately, she doesn't have any other function than that. How about the youngest, Shomara?
Sorry. Got to get cooking. I'm the cooking sister. I'm Shomara, the cooking sister. I cook here and live here with Shuravi and Shamada. We're sisters, 3. Shuravi, 1. Shamada, 2, and me, 3.
Not promising. She has been written to be rather stupid. Cooking, however, is still a valuable skill, and a difficult one at that.
Cooking.
They are chefs for a reason. However, annoyingly, the unflattering takes Shuravi says on her sisters have some backing in the text. But I would never entertain such foul treatment of individuals. At least I would never stoop so low. Besides murdering them, of course. But that segment happens on. Shuravi, as the innkeeper, spends her days keeping the inn. This entails little but holding the fort all day, taking a 2-hour break to eat at 8 p.m. and never sleeping. Her sisters, on the other hand, are more exciting. At 6 a.m. they wake up, they linger in the lobby until 8 a.m. when they head outside. Here they split up. Shamada wanders the streets of Leyawiin at her leisure. At noon, she heads to the church to get her blessing from Arche and apparently dance in front of the shrines to him, Akatosh, and Julianos. She stops for a bit, but then continues from 8. I wonder if she's having fun. Also, this lady started chasing me around the church for some reason.
What? Hello?
When the clock hit midnight, I realized she was likely stuck in pathing purgatory. I hope the chapel is a pleasant place to be trapped forever. After 2 hours of consecutive waiting, she vanished. Outside, I realized that it was raining and that she was probably just sheltering from that. Cool. Inside the inn, I found she had returned to bed and had brought a dark elf with her. Behind closed doors. A lot must have happened in those 2 hours. Trying again by loading a save, she repeated all the above except she did not get stuck in the church. She headed to the Five Claws Lodge to eat from 2 till 4. After this, she went back to the inn. The dark elf lady was there with her older sister. Moving over to Shomara, after the split at 8, she goes to the Five Claws Lodge for breakfast. A bit of a statement to leave the place she cooks at to eat somewhere else. From 10 AM, she walks through the town and to the big pond behind Ottermeel's home, remember? There, she ponders existence and then goes for a swim. She then gets stuck in pathing for a few hours. Not again! After helping her out, she heads to home for lunch until 4, at which point she wanders out a bit again and returns home at 8. She eats and hangs out in her bedroom until bedtime. They both go to bed at midnight in their rooms on the ground floor, Shamada on the left and Shomara on the right. The Three Sisters Inn is the big, Leyawiin-style construction near the center of the city, watched by the statue of Zenithar. The walls are yellow and made of the somewhat splotchy style of the region. It has 3 floors of windows and a sharp, tall roof of dull tile with a very thin stone chimney protruding from it. In front of the entrance is the sign that denotes it as the Three Sisters Inn. Through the doors we are welcomed into a vast lobby area, well decorated and open to the air over the 2 floors above, where a chandelier dangles. To the right is the inn storefront, where Shuravi works, consisting of a counter and storage of her stock. Beside it is a restaurant area outfitted with 2 tables. From this chamber, a door leads down into the basement. It is a neat and surprisingly large one, sparsely used for storage. To the left of the lobby are 2 quality rooms. On the left is Shamada's room, and on the right, Shomara. Up the next set of stairs, we find 2 doorways denoting the eastern and western second floor suites. The west mirrors the floor below, with a hall separating 2 rooms. Both are more lavish than downstairs, with higher quality beds and storage spaces. On the 3rd floor, there are 2 more final doors. The eastern one leads to the largest single room, with a huge bed and much leisure and miscellaneous space around it. Perhaps this is the presidential suite. The west leads to another single suite, but this has one room as a general living space and the other as a bedroom. Truly the comforts of home. As for the eastern room on the 2nd floor, the Three Sisters Inn has the perfect room for you. Whether you are a hero saving Tamriel from world-ending threats, a humble traveler, or perhaps a necromancer on the run, our inn has a wonderful room that will suit your accommodation needs. For the measly price of 40 septims, we offer a vast 2-room suite. The general purpose area will serve your every need, from dining to relaxing with a good book and even working at the desk provided. In your luxurious, separated bedroom, you'll be given a clean bed with verdant green and golden silken sheets to rest your weary head. Don't worry if you're encumbered, there's plenty of storage space that you are free to use. The Three Sisters Inn is ready for you. We guarantee that if you stay here, you will stay longer than you expected. Let's do some catfishing.
Guards!
And by that I mean in their pockets.
Guards! We've got a pickpocket here.
Stop right there!
In this case, all 3 sisters only carry a spot of gold and no keys.
Yes?
After pickpocketing. Going on a murderous bent, we see that they are no fighters and are dispatched with ease.
It's all over, lawbreaker. Your spree is at an end. Then pay with your blood.
Hey, come on now. There's no need to get violent. Salt! By the gods, there's a psychopath on the loose.
Someone's been...
Shuravi wears a decent brown shirt, burgundy linens, and pigskin shoes ensemble. Shamada dresses neatly in doeskin shoes, a quilted doublet, and tan linens. Those are, of course, the correct pronunciation. Shomara favors a more humble, coarse linen outfit and oiled linen shoes. Now with that out of the way, it is time to give them each a deserving kiss for their time and service.
Such violence!
Good hunting.
What's going on with you?
I hear them.
Let the NPCs Shuravi, Shamada, and Shomara of the Three Sisters Inn be NPSeen. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again in the next episode.
Cooking, cooking, cooking.